Today I thought it'd be a good idea to rate ultras on how well I thought they age in the meta. This has nothing to do with platinum equips, so we're just rating them straight off how they release. In some cases, we're just straight up not going to talk about them because they were, not relevant enough. So we're just moving straight on to Broly. Broly, he aged out as soon as his Gohan came in, and Legends Fest was right around the corner, so he kind of had a rough time with that. Ultra Kaioken, need I say more? He released, then I believe I think it was either the very next release or the release after that were the tag androids. And the tag androids, they released around the same time. It was like probably within like 2 months of each other. That's why, Ultra Cow kind of aged like milk. Ultra Janemba, made a counter 1 unit and then kind of fell off a cliff from there. It kind of got destroyed as soon as Tag Evoken came out. Now onto the cheese tier. These are off. We have USV. USV is kind of very interesting because he was the only Omega really hard countered unit in the game. He got really hard countered by, as we know, LF Cooler, which is one of the most toxic, worst units to ever exist. And he just kind of fell off from there. I mean, he didn't really do anything else. Ultra Golden Frieza, again, literally existed for one purpose, to kind of stop Ultra Gohan. And look how that turned out. He just kind of fell off a cliff after Anniversary. Well, not really after Anniversary. It was, yeah, well, the post-Annie pre-Legends Fest thing, that's where, like, a lot of units, like, kind of fall off. Ultra Goku Black. Now, I will say, when the pre-hype for this guy was insane, everybody was like, oh my god, he's gonna stop UVB dead in his tracks. And everyone was, well, a lot of people on Twitter were thinking that. I was thinking, yeah, no, ranged blue card, green. Yeah, that's that's not a good thing if you were going up against UGB at the time. Yeah, he got hard counted by UGB, as we all infamously know. Then during Annie, he just kind of quietly faded into the background, never to be seen again until he got his platinum equip. Ultra Hit. I only really have Ultra Hit in the cheese tier because he really only. No one really summoned for him, so it's like, as someone who doesn't have him, it's kind of hard to tell how well he aged. But he, had a time stop that could do one-shot some ultras and recent units. He kind of aged out after the Anniversary. Ultra Kid Boo's interesting. By interesting, I mean, it's really the same with all the units in the cheese there. They released and they faded out after Anniversary. Only exception is that Kid Buu, he was able to be ran a little bit after that, mainly because of just because how stupid he was. UVB, if anybody tries to argue UVB deserves to be in the dry age steak tier, they are completely wrong. He basically aged out right. He aged out right as he released, I want to say. And the only reason why he's not in milk is because it was insanely stupid the amount of counters they did for him. Well, I understand because he's to face against. Well, was UG4. He got it's another USV situation. He just got completely hard counted by basically one unit that kind of stopped him in his tracks. Yeah, he kind of just aged out after Majin Vegeta came out with Ultra Cell. Now for me, it's too early to tell with Ultra Cell. From what I've seen, he still does good damage, and hey, who knows, if he can possibly remain in the meta after Anniversary, he could be moved up to dry age steak tier. Now on to the dry age steak tier, which have basically been able to live past an Anniversary or like a big event, but it's weird to describe. They released, then a major celebration happened, they were able to get through all that, then they were able to get through to the next big celebration. Well, great example, Ultra Turles. He released stupid movies campaign, lived through Ultra Majin Vegeta, Legends Fest, and is doing pretty He's just kind of there in the Anniversary. He isn't quite top 10, maybe, I don't know. But he's still there, he still can be ran. He's still a decent option, which is why, I put him in the dried age steak tier. UMV, as much as I hate him, I kind of have to put him up here. Lived through Legends Fest, was dominating the Anniversary, and that's mainly the reason why he was here, but is here. And hopefully they stop him soon, because I really do not feel like moving him up into fine wine tier. The UI, if you weren't playing when he released, stupid lock-in mechanic, yada yada, all the boring stuff I've said before in the annoying units tier list. He was really good up until, I want to say, Probably around when when LF Broly released, that's kind of when he was like, that's kind of when he saw his leave out the meta. Neil, which is like a good, 10-month run. 9-month run. Pretty good. Ultra Beast, kind of same thing as UI, except we still have a guy in the unit that kind of counted. Well, no, you actually do. Yeah, we like all the yellow ultras were weirdly aging, starting to weirdly age well. I'd say this is probably Beast's time to leave the meta. He's probably gonna be seeing his way out as soon as the ultra releases. USG. Now this one's gonna be fun to talk about. USG released #1 unit in the game. Then for like, I want to say 10 months, he was like consistently top 5, top 10. He like lived through a lot. He lived through androids. He lived through that crappy 4th anniversary. He basically got buffed with, Ultra USV. And then, as we know, Ultra Beast released and basically replaced him. So sad. But anyway, yeah, good 10-month run. That's why, he's up here. That's basically what all these units, the minimum is basically 6 months. I should probably explain. Minimum to get into these tiers are each, like, Milk is live, like, literally more than a month and die off. Cheese is live through, like, 3-4 months, maybe even 6. Dry Age is living for more than 6 months. So now on to Ultra Gohan. This rat bastard should not be as... I really hate this rat bastard. I really hope I could have put him in a little, but no. I kind of objectively have to put him here. He lived through Anniversary and Legends Fest. There's really nothing more to be said other than that. On to the Fine Wine tier, which is probably only going to give you one for home to one unit and one unit ever, and that is Ultra Gogeta Blue. Now, if you weren't playing when he released, this unit basically dominated the game. Well, not really dominated. Well, he dominated for 6 months. Then he took a little bit of a back front for like the rest of his lifespan, which was basically up until Ultra UI release, which is a very good year run. I mean, the devs did not know how to counter this guy. He was very strong, very good, and yeah, that's kind of the only reason. Like he's the only Ultra here who's, I'd say, consistently lived for a year. You might wonder why Rathan isn't up here. That's the case. Well, that's simply due to the fact that I don't like him. He doesn't deserve to be up here. Yeah, that's really about it. I mean, I could comment on like more things, but like there's really nothing else to like really comment on aside from like, oh, this unit deserves to be up here. This unit doesn't deserve to be up here. That's really about it. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. All right, bye.